Welcome back, Jaguars and parents, to the next video in the multiplication series. We will now discuss how to multiply decimals. The first thing we will do when we are multiplying decimals is we will circle every digit behind the decimal. So that goes the 8, the 3, and the 8 in this numeral. The next thing we'll do is we will drop the decimal and multiply as normal. If I act as though the decimal is not even in this number, the number turns into 683, and this number turns to 78. Now I can pick whichever strategy I feel comfortable with to multiply this number. We'll start with the standard algorithm. 683 times 78. 8 times 3 is 24, carry my 2. 8 times 8 is 64, plus 2 is 66. 8 times 6 is 48, plus 6 is 54. I don't need the ones place value anymore. 7 times 3 is 21, carry my 2. 7 times 8 is 56, plus 2 is 58. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 5 is 47. Four plus 0 is 4, 6 plus 1 is 7, 4 plus 8 is 12, 5 plus 7 is 12, plus 1 is 13, 1 plus 4 is 5. Now I go back and I remember that I had circled three numbers, 1, 2, 3. At the end of the number, I start and I jump 3 times to the front of the number. 1, 2, 3. I put my decimal, and my answer is 53 and 274 thousandths. And here we have another multiplication by decimals. The first thing I do still is I circle every number behind the decimal. I will see that this is the 6, the 2, and the 4. And there are no digits behind a decimal in this number. So for right now, I have 3 numbers behind the decimal. I'm going to drop the decimal, act like it's not even there. And on this one, I am going to use the base 10 model, which means that would be 20 plus 8. Now I will stack my numbers. 624 times 20. Remember, I do not include the 0 into the multiplication because I'm just going to drop that right into the answer. Plus 624 times 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 6 is 12. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 3 is 19. 8 times 6 is 48, plus 1 is 49. Make sure that I line up my place values and add these numbers together. 0 plus 2 is 2. 8 plus 9 is 17. 9 plus 4 is 13, plus 1 is 14. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And 1 plus nothing is 1. I remember the 3 digits. I go to the end of my number. 1, 2, 3 jumps towards the front. And I have 17 and 472 thousandths as an answer. Here I am with another problem. This is 25 and 4 tenths times 9 and 2 tenths. Once again, I circle the numbers that are behind the decimal. I see that the 4 and the 2 are behind the decimal. That leaves me with two numbers behind the decimal. I drop the decimal and act as if they are not there. And this time I will use the strategy of lattice. So I have 254 across the top, 92 going down. I fill in my lattice box. And I start multiplying. 9 times 4 is 36. The 10's place value goes up. The 1's place value goes down. 9 times 5 is 45. That would be 4 up, 5 down. 9 times 2 is 18. 1 up, 8 down. I'm done with the 9. I'm not going to use it anymore. 2 times 4, is 8. That would be 0 on top, 8 on the bottom. 2 times 5 is 10, 1 up, 0 down. 2 times 2 is 4, 0, 4. There's nothing to add the 8 to, so he falls directly into my answer. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 5 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Carry my 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 8 is 13. 1 plus 1 is 2. Starting from the opposite direction, I come around and rewrite my number 2, 3, 3, 6, 8. I had two numbers behind the decimal, 2 jumps from behind this. My answer towards the front will give me 233 and 68 hundredths as an answer. And that, Jaguars and Guardians, is how to multiply with decimals.